You're still watching your favorite music show in the country. That's WHATAGWAN. I'm One Take Your Dubs. That is right here on your favorite show. And we just had an electrifying performance by Rensha, that song called Good Good. And she is joining us live here in the studio to tell us a bit more about her musical journey. She's an aspiring Namibian artist. She is a Miss Hope Namibia Commerce region. I don't even know how many titles to put through to her, but she's right here with me so we can talk a bit more and find out a bit more about this song. Shiz, how are you doing, darling?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I mean, you just gave us a performance of a lifetime. One thing I must say, your stage presence is pretty impeccable.
Thank you so much. My mom taught me eye contact.
I can see that's those were mommy's words mostly.
When you're talking to people, they have to know you're talking to them.
Okay, now let's talk about the music, man. How did you get into music? Is this something that you've always wanted to get into? Is it something new? Is it just something you wanted to try out?
You know, I turned 9 and I was like, you know, I can be like the Beyonce of Africa. I don't know who told me that, but like I just decided when I was 9.
You told yourself that most.
Yeah, you know, yes. I was like, you know what, I can just be awesome if I want. I'm gonna be a star. Yeah, but like my mom discovered that I could sing when I was like 9. And then I started singing in church, you know, in the kerk. Started like, you know, leading worship, you know, and then I was like, you know what, I like music. I like this, I like singing. I like how it feels. And then I started writing. And when while I was just singing, you know, doing covers and stuff and, you know, singing in church, I was still chill, you know, I was like, yeah, I can sing. But then I discovered writing, composing, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is never gonna stop.
This is the dream.
It's just never gonna stop. So I turned 9 and people found out I could sing.
Yeah.
And it just kept going.
And it kept going from there.
It's just it's just ever evolving.
Now, I can tell you've got like a big personality, you know, you're out there, your performance value, everything is there. But music isn't the only thing that you do, you know, you do with acting, pageantry. How do you manage to like balance all of this together?
I do too much. I do too much. But last year I was like, why are you gonna complain about a full plate if you prayed to eat? You know, it was trending, but like I felt it. I felt that when I read it, and I was like, I pray to eat. It's like, I'm a very creative person. I'm very creatively gifted. So I just do everything that I can. You know, like if I can, I will do it. If I have time for it, I will sign up for it. I will audition for it. And if I'm good at it, I'll do it. And if I'm not good at it, I'll learn.
Okay. I mean,
and I'll get better.
Learn.
You know, so it's like, it's just a thing of, I don't want to starve any creative aspect of my spirit, even though there's so many and I can't give them all obviously the same attention, you know, but I do give them the attention that they warrant at the time that they, you know, show up, you know. So when I was acting, it was I did theater, you know, for the first time in 2019, and it was so beautiful. I was doing For Colored Girls, reimagined by
Girls. Okay,
yes,
cool.
Lady in Brown, reimagined by Jenny Kandenge. She's an amazing like director,
one of the best,
and she ate. You know, the cast was amazing, and it was just such an experience, you know. And then I started doing pageantry in 2023. You know, I'm being managed by Walk by Bobby Kanjosai.
Oh, okay. Shout outs to Bobby.
Queen is just amazing. Do you know what I mean? And like, I'm very creative, and I just don't want to starve any aspect of myself. You know, even the other might we say non-creative things. You know, like, you know, being like a leader or an academic, you know, being into politics and all of that.
I was just about to get into that, you know. That's the side of you that people don't know. I mean, they know the creative side. They see the performer, they see the actress in you, they see the beauty pageants and all of that. But you're studying politics. I mean, this is completely different from what it is that you're doing right now.
You know, because the 9-year-old me was like, if I can't be the Beyonce of Africa, I'm going to be the first president of Africa.
Okay, so the Kamala now, you're running.
You know, not even Namibia, Africa. You know what I mean? I was like, the whole world, you know, child me had big dreams, you know, and she still does, and I aim to like fulfill all of those. So, you know, the academic side is like, I'm very curious. I'm a very curious individual, and I happen to be smart, luckily, thank you God, you know, and I'm very curious, and I want to understand the intricacies of the world, you know, the deeper philosophical meanings of why are things the way that they are, you know, why do I have to pay taxes? You know, it seems like a simple question when a kid asks it, but when I was a kid and I was like, why do I have to pay taxes on chocolate? You know, why is the chocolate $17 but I'm paying $23, you know? So like, I just wanted answers to those questions. You know, why is the education system like this? You know, why is the healthcare system this way? And I just wanted answers. And I started reading. And I was like, the best way to keep on understanding is through studying politics or studying sociology, which is, I'm a double major, so that's my other field of, you know, exploration. I call them fields of exploration because I don't want to attach myself to one thing, you know?
A whole free spirit. Okay, Rensha, before we let you go, 2025 is a brand new year. We just kickstarted it. We're 3 weeks in. What can we expect for you? Like, what is your biggest goals and aspirations for yourself this year, and what we can expect from you?
Okay. My biggest goal for the year is to do a somersault.
Okay.
I want to be able to do a somersault by my birthday.
You think you
a full
like
bolo
a yellow bolo makisi?
Land on my feet.
Okay, but don't break a leg.
No, I'm not going to break anything. That's a goal. I'm going to achieve it on my birthday. You'll see me doing a somersault. Perfect landing. I am releasing my very first EP this year. Very soon. It's called Angelbaby.
Okay.
That's why I was so enamored by your tattoo and I saw it because it's so beautiful. It's titled Angelbaby, and I'm working with so many creatives, you know, people that are like visuals and, you know, producers, and it's just a bunch of creatives, you know, my friends and acquaintances that I just pulled together, you know. So it's my EP, it's, you know, a lot of endeavors as Miss Hope Namibia Commerce region. You know, there's just so many things that I am planning on doing in all of these fields, you know, but trust and believe you're going to be seeing me on the music scene.
Wow.
And I'm going to be so annoying.
I know we're going to be keeping a whole eye on you. Rensha, thank you so much for joining us today, and hoping all the best for you this year. We're going to wait for that EP to be released. You know, we want to get the songs exclusively. We want to see you again on the stage performing for us, and of course out there in Namibia. Let's check out Royal Duppy in the meantime.